Jenna, I am so excited to see you as Wednesday Addams. How has it been to work with Tim Burton, and how will you make your version of Wednesday different?
That's the difficult thing is she's already been played to perfection in the past, so there's nothing I could do to better her, but more so just give a different take maybe. So I've really worked on not ripping anybody off and kind of creating my own thing. And the thing about this Wednesday is because it is an 8 hour long series, we've never spent so much time with her before. She's always been the one liner, the one off. So it's been really interesting getting to know her or create more dimension to her as an individual, but also giving an emotional arc for a character that doesn't really have any emotion. So it's been really interesting kind of figuring that out. And Tim has been an incredible collaborator. And, not all directors are as open to input or improv as he is. And yeah, he's been really supportive and also the most detail oriented director I've ever worked with. I have these bangs on my head, and the first day of filming, he spent 10 minutes with the hairdresser's comb, plucking each and every strand to the way he wanted it to look. And then they hairsprayed it like crazy. So it's been really interesting watching him work, but then also working on such an iconic character with him. I think that it's made it a bit less nerve-wracking than it is.
Farmer's daughter, take one. I want to be in the movie.
Well, you can.
This movie was bananas. It was dark. It was gritty. It was interesting. For each of you, what was kind of the appeal about doing this?
That's so funny that you said bananas, because that's how I always describe it. It's just bananas. And I think that there was sort of a quality to the script that I found really interesting and new and transgressive and sort of different than what I was expecting from a horror genre. Ty really made all of his characters sort of deep and interesting, and there was like a backstory to everybody, and it was taking an element of horror and thriller, but making it something even more slashy and fun and outrageous. So
yeah,
part of it.
I think outrageous is a good word for it. I don't think I had ever read another script like it, and I still haven't. And I don't know, when these jobs come up, there are almost ones that I can't think of another time I would get an opportunity to participate in something like this. I do think it is a great blend of genres and a great homage to horror in general. And Ty, I think, is one of my favorite directors I've ever worked with. One, because I've never worked with someone so prepared or dedicated and committed to their job, but also just because he's so clear in his vision, and his vision was something that I agreed with very, very much, that it was really just an exciting job for me. I think it's the first time I've really worked on something and been curious to see how it turned out.
If Daddy catches us, there's no telling what he might do.
This, movie is also probably, I would imagine, so intense to film. What were you guys doing between takes or at the end of the day to kind of wash your hands of it and let it go?
It's funny, we had a lot of fun on this set. I don't think we felt the weight of what we were shooting, because you don't really. And it was a bunch of really fantastic, talented people all kind of in New Zealand together, and we all really got along. And so there was a lot of fun in between takes, and we didn't take ourselves too seriously. No one was scared.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know, maybe people were and no one told me, but it didn't seem so.
Cameras were rolling. I think that kind of helped, like, considering it's funny because anytime that I've talked to someone about this job, they talk about the content and what was it like and what was the preparation like. And yeah, there was prep that went involved, but I think because it was such a cool group of people and such like a sweet group of people, I think it did feel like a pretty safe environment, or even just an environment where everyone was excited to show up to work every day. We were shooting at the most beautiful location. New Zealand is wonderful.
Yeah.
If you weren't filming, you still were having a pretty cool time exploring.
Right. I feel like the characters, and Brittany, I think it was you that mentioned this, they really are so layered and they do all have these stories. What did each of you love about the women that you did play in this?
I think Ty, you did a really good job with these sort of like these archetypes of people that you see in horror and genre films, and then making them have some sort of admirable qualities in terms of, like, it wasn't just about them being these archetypes or stereotypes of people that you see. There were reasons for them being there, and they were real people. And I think that that's kind of almost symbolic of the movie. Like you think it's going to be about something else, but it's really about deeper, you know, meanings and things.
Right.
And I think that he built in all of those characters really well. So we were actually all people with entrepreneurial, you know, goals. And
Yeah.
That was the most perfect answer I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, that was really good.
Really?
Nailed it. Brittany, 5 years since Pitch Perfect 3 came out. Will there be a fourth ever? Isn't that crazy that was 5 years ago?
I don't like that. It seems like it was just, that's weird. I don't know. I think we'll always probably want to have more. We all are really, really close friends. And so getting paid to sing and dance with your best girlfriends is a win-win.
Yeah.
So we would all do it, I'm sure. But, you know, I'm the last to know. So you'll tell me probably before.
I doubt that. Jenna, you just came off Scream. We know there's more. Will you be part of the next movie?
I feel like I'm not really allowed to say anything, nor do I know anything. And that's not even like some sly or... I had a conversation with the directors the other day, and I was pressuring them, asking like, hey, so is there script? Doing? What's going on? And I don't know anything.
Okay, I feel like they keep that information like super tight-lipped. Like even Nev Campbell was like, I know there's a script, but I don't know.
You're an actor, you're the last to know everything.
Yeah.
The conversation boils down to we know nothing about our
This industry is funny for that.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.